Hi, today we're going to be learning 2-1 relations and functions, and we're going to learn how to graph relations and identify functions. So for definitions, relations is a set of pairs of input and output values, where x is the input and y is the output, and you can graph this on an xy coordinate plane. And functions is relations in which a domain, which is x, is paired with exactly one range, which is y. So this mapping shows a relation from set A into set B, and this relation consists of the ordered pairs 1 and 2, 3 and 2, 5 and 7, and 9 and 8. So the domain, which is the yellow on the left side, is the set, which is 1, 3, 5, and 9. And the range on the right is the green, and it's the set 2, 7, and 8. So you notice that 3, 5, and 6 are not part of the range, and that the range is actually the dependent variable. So the vertical line test is when each vertical line drawn through the graph will intersect a function in only one location. So you can see that the left is a function because it intersects in only one location on the xy graph, and that the right is a function as well, and a function is of course f of x. So for making a mapping diagram, let's say we want to make a mapping diagram for the relation -1 and -2, 3 and 6, -5, -10, and 3 and 2. So on the right, it shows the domain and the range, where the domain represents x, the independent variable, and the range represents y, the dependent variable. And you can see how -5, -1, and -3 matches up to the ranges because the mapping diagram for the relations is on the left. So the function rule is what expresses an output value in terms of an input value. So if y is equal to 2x, then y is the output and x is the input. And for f of x, which is equal to x plus 5, f of x is the output and x is the input. So you remember that x, the input, is the independent variable, and y, the output, is the dependent variable, so the domain and the range. So f of x is the function notation of an equation, and if you see this symbol in an equation, all it means is that the equation is a function. So for y is equal to 2x minus 2, that is an equation, but it's also a function. And to write that in function notation, just rewrite it into y equals mx plus b.